So, did you stretch?
Yes.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good, how are you? That?
Yeah.
Check, check.
Sound check.
Check one, two, check one, two. Check.
It's good. It's good.
What's up? Yes, currently the fastest four-cylinder in the country.
Wait, where?
Yes. Team German.
Tianze?
Yes. I'm privileged to be here. Yes.
All right. Thank you very much. Pass the mic.
Hi guys.
Hi.
My name is Chris. I've been in the scene for a couple of years. Seen people come and go. Seen people change hobbies. I think I've held on to the car thing for a while. I've seen this guy being beaten by a starlet. I'm very fast one. Everybody knows it. I've also beaten him a couple of times. After he won, who called me out. But I'm proud of him. I'm proud of the progress he's had with his car. He just didn't buy it and start driving. He's actually been at it for a couple of years. Some of you might have still been in school by the time he was trying to make his car faster and faster. And I'm proud of him. That's how the industry grows. So I'm happy to be here.
Gentlemen to introduce themselves.
Hi everyone, Sema. Name is Leroy Otutin. Drive GC8, no GC1, swapped, painted it, KT 111.
Mnaelewa hizo?
Tarmac racing, ama tuseme nini? Few races on tarmac. We've had good success, good teams around us, keeping us going, and it's been fun so far. So yeah, Team Subaru, boxer. Japan Kebeju.
Hi guys, how are you? My name is John Kalibani. Ideally, I've been in both scenes. I've had a gist of the street side and also the rally side of things. So on the street side of things, I have a car on a AW5Q, a black in each and STI. Done quite a bit to it. On the rally side of things, I just transitioned to it 6 months ago, and it's been quite interesting. Had a lot of successes, and yeah, Team JDM all the way.
Just before you give away the mic, you said you transitioned from street to
Rally.
rally. What's the transition like? What have you had to do to your vehicle? Is it the same vehicle?
No, it's not the same vehicle. So ideally, chasing black things, I'm from a rallying family.
Okay.
From a rallying family, we've had quite a bit of interesting things on that side. So, yeah.
Okay, all right. So what did you switch to?
So on the tarmac scene, I have an HSTI. On the rally scene, I have a GC8, but it's fully swapped with an HSTI parts. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much. We have the gentleman from Screaming Motors. They had sucked the whole crowd, you know, fairly so, because you can't escape the sound of that 2JZ, you know, you can't. So, karibuni.
Thank you very much.
All right, we just wanted to hear from you guys. Who are you? We already know, but like...
Just a brief. Me and brother, we are running Screaming Motors, and we normally do swaps, standalones, and fabrication. We would have new engines that we never experienced. So we like to bring more things which were actually never seen on Kenyan roads. So that's the goal.
Right. So prepare yourself to see things that you've never seen on Kenyan roads.
Definitely.
All right. So you've talked about standalones. What is a standalone?
Actually, standalone like engine management to run with. So it's a wiring which normally do not interfere with other things of the car. Okay, only based on, it will only run your engine management, which can be any AEM, it can be EMU, any engine management. So basically it is, how do I explain it? This gentleman can way more explain what the standalone is than
He's giving the mic.
A standalone management system is it's a computer which never came on the car. It's a computer system made by an aftermarket company that will manage your fueling, your ignition, your boost pressure, or whatever systems that come with the car. So normally on the tuning side, we have two sides. We have the standard computer and we have the standalone. So basically, a standalone ECU can work with any car as long as you modify it to work on every car. So on a normal car, which has never been touched, you have to extract the file from the car, modify it, and then flash it back on the car. It's usually a very tedious process. It's a process which wasn't meant to be done. It's actually a sort of, I don't know if people used to hear about flashing phones. They would flash phones to run pirated software. They would flash your PlayStation to run pirated games. It's the same way we do with cars. You take the file from the car, modify it, and flash it back. That's when you're dealing with the standard computer. On a standalone, you buy a computer which can work with any car, but you make it work with your specific car. So you modify the algorithm, modify the data points, the inputs, and literally if you're good enough, and according to their work they have seen, you can't even know his car is running a standalone. Because if you do it well enough, anybody who doesn't know won't even know that car doesn't have a standard computer. That's what a standalone is.
To be able to get it there.
To be honest, not much.
Okay.
But as Chris has said, it's time coming. So 1, 2. This mic stand alone. get a standalone microphone. Yeah, so it's been a long time coming, I can say. I think apart from buying parts, the most expensive bit, as I told guys, is time. It's actually time consuming, but when your stars are check. Yes, so I'm saying when everything works, I think it just decided to work, and it's working well. So apart from parts, it's been quite the effort. Yes, that has gone into that car. Sweat and tears. Yeah. And money.
you say that money part up of which like it's not now.
It's, you know, it depends what you want. And I know some guys who, and I think I can tell guys, it's not a must you become fast. Alright? The most important thing is you enjoying your car. Alright? So you can even have a non-turbo, but you enjoy your car. One thing I'll tell you, don't feel pressured. Don't feel like you need to prove a point to somebody. Sorry? Oi. Check, yeah. So, I talk when I'm facing like this. So you don't have to prove a point to anybody right now, especially with young guys. Some guys have floats, some guys don't have. So enjoy your car, all right? You don't need to go broke to prove a point to somebody, because at the end of the day, ni wewe tu peke yako, utaenda nyumbani na hiyo gari, and your friends won't be there with you when you're suffering because you spent sijui how much on a car, and then you're gone broke, all right? So of importance is, please, whatever your car is, please enjoy. Hakuna haja ya pressure.
Alright, so Meskia, if it's a non-turbo, enjoy your non-turbo car. Don't be running around looking for big snails, eh? Stick. What have you done with yours?
For example, that is, when I got the car, it was a shell. The engine was done. Then when we went and opened the engine, actually we did it at Screaming. We connected an aftermarket standalone ECU, and we got the engine running. Luckily, I got some R34. It was being cut in Dubai. So I cut the car in half, and I took everything from the R34. Do you know an R34?
Yes.
Who drives one in a movie?
Him.
Okay, so. Okay. So Paul Walker drives an R34 all-wheel drive. Mine is from the R34 rear-wheel drive, which is used for drifting, especially in Japan. Now, I got the car sometime in 2016, so after 3 years I started work on it, and right now we are like 60% done. It has full running gear, it has full R34, twin disc clutch, R35 injectors. It's running a standalone link ECU. It's a standalone link which we tune. I've been tuning it the whole morning with a monkey. So it gives you some versatility. It's a bit expensive. I think I saved for 3 years to buy it. I think the ECU is more expensive than the old car. Yeah, rims included. So you start by loving something. For me, as a kid, I've always loved the Z cars. And I asked my dad to buy me one. He told me, sawa, next week. Hiyo wiki ingine, kaniambia, ukipata kazi, utajua kwa nini nasema next week. So when I got my first job, I got a Benz, which was reliable. It's NA power, please, NA, yeah. But I like straight sixes, and so I've stuck to straight six engines. Currently, we built the engine with my brother. Where's my brother? My brother? Where's my brother? So we built the engine with my brother. It's forged in internals. We're talking about to take the car to the next level of horsepower. The engine is RB. So RB is a Japanese indication for Germany for engines. And the turbo is a Garrett. Front mount is from some Chokora car in Dubai. I'm running 3-inch piping. It's a very thick core. The Subaru radiator, very thick, with Evo X fans. So nona ni kachumbari. So I'm even running Subaru things in the engine. And what am I trying to say? Is that as much as people think it's expensive, I think it can be cheap if people donate things for your car to run. So most of the things I've gotten from donations to keep the car running. I think even last week Leroy donated a shock to me. It's a donation one. So to get the car running, it's quite a task, and I tell you for a fact that, as Stretcher said, it takes a lot of time. I think, and you need health insurance, because turbos will fall on your head, wires will catch fire. There's a guy who forgot to put the jack correctly. The car almost fell on me. There's a day I was lifting the engine out. The engine almost fell on my chicken and Nini. So you need to practice.
To work on your car.
Initially, I used to work on it like EVO. So I had to form a workshop. I discovered that having a workshop is everything. So I had to form a workshop so that after work, I go quickly fix something. I welded my own exhaust. I learned how to weld. So you have to go to YouTube. There's a lot of information you can get. You can get how to tune, how to weld. I discovered a lot on YouTube. I also discovered there are many people who have not done what you have done. So every build is different from the next. There are no two straight builds that will work. Even if I get the same car, same parts, it's different. So you first must understand that everything is different. You've never, how many ZXs have you seen on the road? Just that. How many Subarus?
Very many.
Yes. So you can see, and I'm proud to say, with all my friends who have helped me, that car, when she can drive, she can be driven. Eh? So,
Yeah, Father, we are trying to say she can drive. Yeah. She said she doesn't want to introduce herself, so I'll do it for her. She has a question for drivers.
So, you've both spoken about your journeys, but I just want to understand, through it all, honestly, as effortless as it was, did you ever feel like you almost gave up on your dream of owning the car that you own right now? And there are days you felt like flipping tables over and you're like, it's not making sense. Especially you, if it wasn't for your donations, where would you be? Please, tell us the truth. No, tell us the truth. If it wasn't for the donations, do you think you will be where you are now? And what would you tell someone who wants to start a project car?
So I'll be honest, I chased that car for 4 years before the guy sold it to me. You must have 2 P's, patience and perseverance. Sometimes you meet a young lady, you have to unamkatia mpaka ile siku ataingia, akiingia tu hivi box, hey, you win, right? So I stood with the owner, tukasumbuana. There's a day he accidentally misdials me, moto inaanza kuchemka kwa tumbo, hauna hata shilingi kwa account, you get? Then one day he just called me and told me, where are you? Tuma hii pesa. That time M-Pesa had just come, so akasema, tuma M-Pesa now. So I didn't have the money. My bro, my friends, so we sent 10K, tukachanga, tukanunua gari, hakukuwa na pesa ya flatbed. Aya, sasa tulisahau kuchangia because we were too excited. And he said, you have to take it within 24 hours, anaikatakata. So he told me, you have 24 hours to pick the car. I reversed the amount and I chopped the car. Hinga is my friend. So Hinga went and picked the car for me and I paid him way later. So you have to have friends. You have to have networks of people who are ready to. I was working in Kisumu. So the person who picked the car is actually my brother. I didn't even see the car. I thought maybe he had chopped it. So my bro was like, tunaenda na flatbed kuchukua nini? Pieces ama gari mzima. Luckily he had not chopped it, yeah? So the first thing I did, as any sane person should do, transfer logbook immediately. So I had to borrow again money to transfer the logbook. So I had a logbook and a dead car. And then 3 years later, I started up the car. 7 years later, there is the car. I actually painted it myself, so it was a lot of work. Yani rangi ya Mazda 41V. So you can try to replicate it. So even the paint was a donation. So let me say this. If you're passionate about something, you can make it happen. No one should tell you nothing. If you want to build a Starlet, if you want to build a ZX, if I already have a Benz that I've built for so long. In fact, I want to start now with a Land Cruiser VX, this 80 series. So even I think we have a client we are building for E32JZ. So everyone is excited about building. Don't start immediately. Don't give me your money. Give me your money. But okay, sit down with me or one of the builders and tuners. Look at what you can buy first. So like for one of my clients, we got him an E30. It was going on sale for 90K. He's I don't know, he works somewhere far. So he's just sent the money. We got the car, again Hinga, brought the car away from somewhere, Ngovo. Okay. So the idea is, he saw the car from way far, I think America. He looked at it, he was like, this is the love of my life. And he told me, get that car in your garage by tomorrow. So first things first, check logbook. Usually, everything is okay. The first thing we do is transfer the logbook, right? So that's about it. Just try to get the car that you want. If you're drifting, don't get a front wheel drive car, you know. Then again, you have to start afresh. So know where your passions lie. I've been fortunate to have driven in many races, from drags to track days to drifting, and I think I'll stick to drifting for now.
Right. Thank you very much.